2 weeks ago, she was the story everyone was angry about, the most obvious all-star snub in the entire league. Today, she's heading to Chicago as an official all-star. This is the full story of how the WNBA accidentally created a controversy and then fixed it just in time for All-Star Weekend, which kicks off today. If you're new here, this is where we break down the WNBA stories that actually matter, right as they happen. No filler, just what's confirmed. Hit subscribe so you catch these the moment they drop. Let's get into it. 2 weeks ago, when the WNBA announced its all-star reserves, one name was missing that had almost everyone in the basketball world doing a double take: Phoenix Mercury forward Kahleah Copper. At the time, Copper was sitting 7th in the entire league in scoring, averaging over 20 points a night, a number most all-stars would be thrilled with. National reporters covering the announcement flagged her immediately as the most glaring omission on the entire list. Her own head coach didn't hide his frustration either, calling it disappointing and saying flatly that he sees Copper as a top 15 player in the world. So how does a top 7 scorer get left off the all-star roster entirely? The honest answer comes down to team success. The all-star reserve voting is done by the league's head coaches, and voters tend to reward players on winning teams, and Phoenix, despite Copper's individual numbers, has had a rough season overall. It's the same reasoning that left a few other strong individual performers off the roster this year. Fair or not, that's historically how these votes tend to shake out. Put up huge numbers on a struggling team, and you're at real risk of being overlooked. Then came the twist. Los Angeles Sparks guard Kelsey Plum, who earned her spot as an original all-star reserve and was averaging nearly 24 points a game before going down, suffered a lower leg injury that ruled her out of the game entirely. Under WNBA rules, when a selected all-star can't play, the league commissioner personally names a replacement. And that's exactly what happened. On July 22nd, Commissioner Cathy Engelbert officially named Kahleah Copper as Plum's replacement on Team Co-op. For Copper, this marks her 5th career all-star selection and her 2nd while playing for Phoenix, adding to 4 consecutive appearances she made from 2021 through 2020, a run that included a Finals MVP award and an Olympic gold medal. She's now set to represent Phoenix on the same stage she was left off of just 2 weeks earlier, in the same city, Chicago, where the league is celebrating its 30th anniversary this weekend. There's something almost poetic about the timing. The snub controversy dominated headlines for nearly 2 weeks, and then an injury elsewhere in the league ended up correcting it just days before the actual event. And the timing could not be better, because today is when the WNBA's biggest midseason event officially kicks off in Chicago. Tonight, Wintrust Arena hosts Skills Night, featuring the three-point contest and the Kia Shooting Stars competition, before Saturday's main event, the actual All-Star Game, tips off at the United Center. With Copper now locked into the roster, the storyline around her snub gets a genuinely satisfying ending heading into the weekend, instead of lingering as a sour note. It's also a reminder of how fluid these rosters can be. Being left off a reserve list isn't always the final word. Injuries happen, replacements get named, and sometimes the players who got the loudest support from fans and media end up on the court after all. So here's where it lands. Kahleah Copper goes from the league's most talked about snub to a Chicago-bound all-star in the span of 2 weeks, not because voters changed their minds, but because circumstances did. Whether you think the original snub was fair or not, this is about as good an outcome as this storyline could have gotten. What do you think? Should Copper have made the original roster on merit alone? Or was the coach's decision fair given Phoenix's record? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more of these breakdowns the moment real news drops, hit subscribe. All-Star Weekend is just getting started.